Manisha's question. Could you talk about the difference between a workaholic and someone who is total in their work? Manisha, the difference is very great. The workaholic is not total in his work. The workaholic is addicted to work. He cannot sit silently. He has to do something. Whether it is needed or not, that is not the question. Now in Japan, they are trying more and more robots to work in the factories, because the robot can work 24 hours, no strike, no trouble of the labor unions. Not constant asking for raising the wages, no holidays. Robots are not religious anyway. But the workers are absolutely against. And the government is asking them only to take one day at least in 7 days. In Japan, even Sunday people work. There is no holiday as such. And people are resisting the government. There is great turmoil. They are not ready to take one holiday. They will be paid for it. What is the problem? They are addicted. They say, what we will do at home? No, we don't want such trouble. At home there will be complete fighting with the wife, with the children, and we are addicted to work. We will open the bonnet of the car, although everything is all right, and we will destroy the car by trying to refine on the engine. We will open the television set and destroy it. We have done it. Sometimes when it comes a national holiday, we have destroyed our old grandpa clocks, and they were working perfectly well, but something has to be done. These are workaholics, addicted to work just as people are addicted to drugs. Work is their drug. It keeps them engaged, it keeps them away from their worries, it keeps them away from their tensions, it keeps them just like any drug. Drowns your worries, tensions, anxieties, sufferings. Christianity God, sin, hell, everything is drowned. A miserable person suddenly starts laughing, enjoying. You just go in a pub and see. A pub is a far more joyous place than a church. Everybody is laughing, enjoying, fighting, pinching into each other's noses. And when they get back home, It is late in the night, staggering, falling on the road. One man came to home and he was so much trembling, so much drunk, he could not manage to open the lock because the key and the lock, key in one hand, lock in another hand, and there was no meeting, no dialogue. Finally, the policeman on the street saw the poor fellow, so he came. He said, "Can I help you?" He said, "Yes." "Just hold the house." It seemed such a great earthquake. They have forgotten everything, the world and its troubles and the Third World War. But you can use anything as a drug. Just become addicted. Few people are just chewing gum. You take their gum and see how miserable they become. Immediately they start thinking, life is useless. There is no meaning in life. Where is my chewing gum? The chewing gum keeps them engaged. That's how cigarettes keep them engaged. That's how people go on gossiping with each other. That keeps them engaged. Nobody bothers whether it is true or false. That is not the matter. The question is how to keep yourself engaged and away from you. So the workaholics are against meditation. Every addiction is going to prevent you to become a meditator. All addictions have to be dropped. But to be total in your work is a totally different thing. To be total in your work is not addiction. It is a kind of meditation. When you are totally in your work has a possibility of perfection, and you will have a joy arising out of a perfect work. And if you can be perfect and total in work, you can be total in no work. Just sitting silently, totally silent, you know how to be total. You can close your eyes and you can be totally in. You know the secret of being total. So to be total in work is helpful in meditation. The workaholic cannot meditate. He cannot sit silently even for a few minutes. He will fidget, he will change his position, he will do something or other, look into this pocket or that pocket, and he knows that there is nothing in those pockets. He will take out his glasses, clean them, put them again, and he knows they are clean. I have been traveling for 20 years around this country, continuously, on the train, on the plane, and I have seen people opening their suitcases, looking into, closing the suitcase as if there was something to look. Just they are at a loss what to do. They will open the window of the train, close the window. They will lie down, close their eyes, open their eyes. I used to tell people in trains, because in India, if you are going from Bombay to Calcutta, it will take 48 hours. I will enter into my air-conditioned coupe. Mostly I was alone, but once in a while there was somebody else, because the coupe can have 2 persons. And I will immediately tell my name, my father's name, my grandfather's name, from where I come from, and he has not asked, and he will be shocked. I said, I am finishing my whole autobiography, so that you need not ask anything. And then I will sit, and that man will look very strangely, that what kind of man? And I have told him that now keep quiet, I have told the whole autobiography, there is nothing more. And I will sit and look at him. 48 hours. And whenever he will start opening his mouth, I will say, and then he will start doing things. He will read the same newspaper again. From the very beginning, the name of the newspaper, to the very end, the publisher, the editor. And once in a while he will look at me. It happened many times that he will call the conductor, that I want to change this compartment. And he will say, why? You have a very good companion. I know him because he is continuously traveling. He is a nice man. You be here. He said it is not a question of nice or a good man. He is too nice, he may be. But please put me into some other compartment where there are people to talk. This man is dangerous. He goes on staring at me without blinking, and I become afraid. I have taken 3 showers since the morning, just for no reason at all, just to avoid. I go into the bathroom, then I say it is better to take a shower. At least few minutes will be passed. But 48 hours? And he will start seeing his insanity, that he is unnecessarily opening the window, closing the window. Unnecessarily lying down, turning this side, that side, and I am watching. Then he will sit down. Then he will go on the upper berth. I will keep my hand up because I cannot see, but he can see my hand. That I am here. You go on doing all your insanity. These are the workaholics. But a man who is total in his work is not a workaholic. He can be total in anything. He will be total. He will be total while he is sleeping. He will be total while he is going for a walk. He will be just a walker, nothing else. No other thoughts, no other dreams, no other imagination. Sleeping, he will simply sleep. Eating, he will simply eat. You don't do that. You are eating and your mind is doing hundreds of trips of I have been seeing in every bed there are never two people. A great crowd. The husband is making love to his wife, but he is thinking of Sophia Loren. The wife is not making love to his husband. She is making love to Muhammad Ali. In every bed you will find such a crowd. Nobody is total in any act, not even in love. To be total in everything you do, or do not do, be total. Then your whole life becomes a meditation. Now it is time for Gurdyal Singh. Grandpa, Babble Brain, is going deaf. So he is sitting on the couch watching the TV at full volume. Suddenly Boris, his wife, and their kids all come bursting into the house, returning from their vacation in Hawaii. "Hi, Grandpa," shouts Billy Babelbrain, jumping into the old man's lap. "We are back from our vacation." "What?" shouts Grandpa, holding his ear. "We are back," shouts Billy. "We saw that famous volcano." "What?" shouts Grandpa. "Volcano," shouts Billy. "You know, one of those things that belches and spits fire." "Ah, yes," says Grandpa, shaking his head. "I married one." Rambo retired, the American, and Boris Bog, the Russian, are sitting in McDonald's hamburger restaurant in Santa Fe discussing communism. In America, we have such freedom, claims Rambo retired, stuffing his mouth with a cheeseburger. For example, any man who wants to can walk right up to the steps of the White House and call President Bush an asshole. Retards Boris. In Russian, we have equal freedom in Russia. Any man who wants to can walk right up to the steps of the Kremlin and call President Bush an asshole too. It is quiet in the Kremlin, in Moscow, one morning, and Mikhail Gorbachev is just finishing his black bread toast when the phone rings. Hey, Mikey, comes the voice of George Bush on the other end. You must come here right away. I have something to show you. So Gorbachev finishes his breakfast, flies over to America, and arrives at the White House. He is escorted to George Bush's office, where Bush shows him a large black machine with 3 buttons sitting on a table. You must try this, says Bush. It is our latest American technology. Just push one button. Gorbachev steps forward with a big smile on his face, pushes the first button, and a giant red boxing glove springs out and punches him flat on the nose. Laughing, George Bush picks Gorbachev off the floor. That was very good, Mikhail. Now try button number 2. Dazed but still smiling, Gorbachev pushes the second button and a huge white boxing glove belts him on the nose, knocking him to the floor. Just great, giggles Bush, lifting Gorbachev again. Come on now, be a sport. Try number 3. Stunned, but in the interest of friendship, Gorbachev pushes the third button. A massive blue boxing glove jumps out and cracks Gorbachev on the chin. An hour later, when Gorbachev wakes up, he flies back home to Moscow. 2 weeks pass, and George Bush is in the bath when he gets a phone call from the Kremlin. Hey, Georgie, says Gorbachev, I have something you must see. Come right away. Bush gets into the Air Force One jet and flies directly to Moscow. When he arrives at the Kremlin, Gorbachev excitedly shows him a huge black machine with 2 buttons sitting on his desk. Go on, George, says Gorbachev. Try it. It is our latest technology. Smiling nervously, Bush steps forward, touches the first button, and ducks his head to one side. Nothing happens. Well, okay, says Gorbachev, then try the second button. Bush edges toward the machine, reaches out, touches the second button, and quickly leans back. Again, nothing happens. Very good, Mike, laughs Bush. I enjoyed that very much. But I am a busy man and I must get back home to America. America? says Gorbachev, what America? Be silent. Close your eyes and feel the body completely frozen. This is the right moment to look inwards. Gather your whole life energy and your total consciousness with an immense urgency. You have to reach to the center of your being, just like an arrow. Faster and faster. Deeper and deeper as you come closer to yourself. A great silence descends over you. A little more closer. And you can see flowers from the beyond showering on you like rain. A little more deeper, and you can see fountains of peace all around you. The coolness becomes cooler. The moment you reach to the center, you are no more. You find for the first time your original face. I call that original face the Buddha, the awakened one. At this moment, the Buddha auditorium is filled with 10,000 Buddhas. At this moment, you are the most blessed people on the earth. Just remember one thing. At the center, you can be only a witness. Watch. As a witness, you are not the body. Witness, you are not the mind. Witness, you are not other subtle layers of astral bodies inside you. There are 7 bodies inside you, very thin layers. Just to go on watching, you are none of them. And finally, witness that you are only a witness. This is your Buddha nature. This is your ultimate nature. To make the witnessing complete, Nivedana, relax, but remember that you are only a witness, nothing else. Silence gathers more and more around you. This is the peace that has been called peace that passes understanding. Slowly, slowly your consciousness starts melting like ice. All separation from others dissolves. The Buddha auditorium becomes an ocean of consciousness without any ripples, utter silence, ultimate beauty. A feeling of divineness, of godliness, that you are one with the whole. This whole cosmos is nothing but a womb, and we are all in it, not separate, but utterly melted. This is the first step of meditation, to reach to the center, to become the Buddha. The second step is very simple. I don't have to teach you. The second step depends on you. Whenever you want, you can take a jump from the Buddha and disappear into the blue cosmos. Opening your wings, flying to the ultimate freedom. This freedom is the final goal of all religiousness. Gather as much experience of the center, all the flowers, all the fragrances, all the juice that you can find only at the center. It is your life, it is your love, it is your laughter. And before Nivedana calls you, do one thing more. Persuade the Buddha to come along with you. He has to become one with you. So much so that one day you are no more, only your ultimate nature, the Buddha, remains. First, he will become your shadow. Second, you will become his shadow. That day will be the greatest day of celebration in your life. Nivedana, come back. but come back as Buddhas with the same peace, the same silence, the same grace, the same blissfulness, and sit down for a few seconds just to remind yourself the golden path that you have traveled, the great experience that you have gone through, and see, Buddha is coming closer and closer to you every day, inch by inch. He is just behind you. One day, you will be behind him. Remember around the clock that essentially you are a Buddha. Behave as a witness with great grace, and by, even your ordinary activities of day-to-day life will become divine. Unless we can transform the mundane into the sacred, your meditation is not complete, is not perfect. Yakusan says, isness is my business. And he is absolutely right. To be here now, to be totally here now, and you are the Buddha. The ultimate perfection humanity has ever achieved. You have the same potential. The same height and the same depth. It is only a question of taking the challenge and exploring your own inner sky, and you will be surprised. Outside, you have been a beggar. Even the richest man is a beggar because he still wants more. When you get settled at the center, for the first time you are an emperor, because everything is fulfilled. There is no desire for more. There is no desire at all. A pure isness, transparent isness. Here you will find the truth. Here you will find the beauty. Here you will find the meaning of godliness. And you don't have to defend them. They are eternal. They have always been here now. Only you have not looked in.